Strong wage protections uplift our whole community in many ways.
You should receive the pay you were promised. In 2024, that's at least Denver's minimum wage of $18.29 per hour.
At Denver Labor, we support workers, businesses, and the whole community.
Every year, Denver's minimum wage rate adjusts on the first of the year based on the Consumer Price Index. In 2024, the legally required calculation showed the minimum wage would increase by $1 to $18.29 per hour. There are a few exceptions, such as the $3.02 tip credit for specific types of jobs in the food and beverage industry. We ensure all workers in Denver receive the wages they earn and that all employers can compete fairly. Our work is a benefit to workers, businesses, and the whole community. Here's how we are helping each group every day.
Wage theft often impacts the most vulnerable people in Denver. That's why we're working quickly to deter wage theft, reduce the harms of poverty, and expand economic justice.
In 2023, we helped more than 3,500 workers receive the wages they earned so they could pay their bills, support their families, and contribute in our communities. Our office pursues civil wage theft cases for workers at all income levels across the entire city.
If you were promised pay or had illegal deductions removed from your paycheck, we might be able to help. Wage theft includes violations of minimum wage, overtime pay, paid sick time, rest breaks, and time off.
In 2023, the money we returned to workers was almost double that of the previous year at more than $2 million. High-risk industries for wage theft include construction, restaurants and bars, beauty and salon services, valet services, home care, national chains, and business along Denver's borders. If you think you were paid less than you were owed, contact us today to start an investigation.
We vigorously enforce wage and hour laws to create a level playing field for good faith employers. We ensure fast timelines for processing complaints and working effectively with employers by having adequate staff and ongoing training opportunities.
We had a number of cases in the past year where we were able to resolve quickly and easily thanks to the cooperation and collaboration from the employer.
We are happy to work one-on-one with managers and HR teams to help you get your payrolls set up in compliance with the law, and we offer trainings in English and Spanish throughout the year.
Business resources online include an address finder to see if the work was performed in a location where our wage laws apply, plus a tips tracker tool and simple explanations of the requirements business need to follow to stay in compliance. Research shows that wage theft can have a big cost for the whole community in a number of ways. For example, when employers underpay or misclassify their workers, they also aren't paying as much as they should into unemployment insurance and workers' compensation funds.
The National Employment Law Project reports that could result in millions of dollars not going into federal, state, and local public resources, while the private employer saves as much as 30% on payroll and related taxes. Additionally, a 2012 study showed raising the minimum wage increases consumer spending and boosts the economy, kickstarting a cycle of greater demand for goods and services, job growth, and increased productivity.
Studies show minimum wage increases are also associated with less tobacco, drug, and alcohol use, lower rates of child neglect, improved birth weights for children born to low-income parents, and lower rates of suicide.
Denver's minimum wage in 2024 is $18.29 per hour, no matter how much you make or what work you do. If you weren't paid what you are owed according to the law, we can help.
Every person in our community can benefit from our wage protections and education efforts. Reach out to our team today to support our healthy and local economy and the success of your working neighbors. Well, that's it for this episode of Ask the Auditor. If you have a question, submit it to auditor@denvergov.org, and maybe your question will be the next question we answer on the next episode of Ask the Auditor.